pumped up, you guys. Just want to give you that little insight on how you probably are thinking, what's Tim feeling like? He's pumped up. But what is going on with this? And I'm not going to talk about this stuff right now, but here's what I want to show you is that, don't worry, you guys will catch this next week. I don't know why this thing went off, but here's what I want to show you. This is good information, but well, you guys are going to learn this next week. No, but this is the card that you guys need. So if I could get some help in the back, who needs one of these cards right now that doesn't have their card?
You need it for graduation.
You got to get it for graduation, so I got to make sure you guys have it. Oh yeah, let me get one of these bad boys. I made it so it could fit in my pocket right here. Boom, Jack. Wait, does it fit? Yeah, it better fit. Damn, I need to go see Rocky, get my suits out in. There we go, jackpot. So here's what I want to share with you guys. We're passing out these cards. If you guys need more, we got some in the office. It's coming. Let's get one up here whenever they come back. Make sure and we need actually some more back there. What you want to be doing right now, as you get people enrolled in Riman and you start building your distribution network, the most important thing to do is to care about people. And you care about people by helping them get the information that's going to make an impact on their life. With that being said, some of you right now aren't team leaders, okay? The key is between now and as soon as possible, you want to have 5 people graduating from the university. Because when people graduate from the university, they're definitely senior managers. And if you have 5 people that become senior managers, you know you're pretty much a team leader, right? So you want to get people not just started, but you want to graduate them. You want to get them to graduate from the program. Now what happens is, as we become successful in Riman, okay, as we all make a decision that we're all going to go to the top, the key is putting it in your people's hands. If you're doing when I do a sit down, right, or I do, if I do a pop-up, what I'm doing is, and I'm talking to somebody afterwards, I'm putting the card in their hand, right, and letting them touch it. Do you guys see that? You got to let them touch it, and then you take it back. You understand? This is how you do it, okay? And then you give it to them again, and then I'll tell them, like, look, and you're showing them your card, not their own. They have to come here to get the card. But you just show them that you're enrolled in the university program, and what are they thinking? Dude, I didn't get enrolled in the university program. We did this, you guys. Chris talked about it. We started this university program in the U.S. We started it in Orange County. There's a couple people in the room that Travis, I know, was a part of that. Julian was a part of that. Oh, you were there too?
Yeah.
Damn.
I still have it at home.
You still got your card? Smart move. Oh, you got your degree.
Yes, I did.
Oh, you already graduated, huh?
Yes, sir.
Well, this is all updated information. I've gotten better in the last 15. Here's what I'll tell you, though, is that we started it in Orange County. We spread it in America to 20 different locations. Portland, Seattle, everybody. You didn't even have to be that good. It just automatically worked. It just literally took off like wildfire. And what happens is when somebody misses a week, it's not like, okay, I just missed out on becoming successful. You just wait 12 more weeks. When the system comes back around to the module that you missed, all you gotta do is boom, sit through the course, take it, you're gonna get dialed in. But we're passing out handouts right now, and we're gonna be getting up the training. Actually, Travis might be able to help me out with that. There's a different PowerPoint right there. It's gonna be called Pay Plan. We're going to be going over this information tonight. Now, this is what I want to do is let you know as we pass out. Actually, that's where I was right now. I was trying to get those handouts made. So I got good news. I'm going to be able to talk to you guys for a couple. It's okay, Tony. She's printing them. She had a little bit of a challenge with getting the email that I sent. I think my phone was a little bit lazy and wasn't motivated. So she didn't get that. So I had to go over there and make sure we got it to her. But what you want to be doing is this. You want to make sure that you get your stamp afterwards, okay? The stamps change every week, okay, just to let you guys know in advance, because I know some of you guys wonder what this week's going to be. You already know what this week is going to be. It's going to be a 3-leaf clover. I want to make it 4-leaf, but I don't make the stamps. So you guys will get that, but in order to get you got to fill in the blanks. So some of you guys are going to struggle, because you got to be on your best, you got to be on the zone today, because we're talking about pay plan. We're going to break this thing inside and out. And at the end of the pay plan training, some of you guys have seen my pay plan training before. I added some stuff. Here's what I'm going to tell you that I added. I was showing Steve earlier, I said, bro, this is sick, dude. When I show this, people's heads are gonna pop off. This is gonna be so amazing, okay? I break down the money and how much money this bad boy pays out. Nobody's paying out money like we're paying out. Do you guys understand that? And I'm gonna show you, ooh, you guys don't know how smart these guys are. Actually, you probably do. If you've ever talked to Travis, you know he's smart. But you guys all, everybody have the card? Okay, so here's what I want to share with you guys. We talk about the pay plan training, okay? Is you want to learn where all the money's at. You guys see that? Because I can tell you right now, this industry, it's not a lottery ticket. You're an entrepreneur. And people think they get started in Riman, they don't have a boss. Let me help you understand something. You are your own boss. And my mentor taught me very early on in my career, if you're hard on yourself, life will be easy on you. But if you're easy on yourself, life will be hard on you. So people ask me, they say, what do you got to do to become successful? You just got to better your best. Every day I'm in competition with myself. I didn't get to bed last night till 3:30 in the morning. I was doing calls, and then the people in the Philippines were like, let's do some calls. Like, I got to get a call. And I'm like, oh man, you know what I mean? So I didn't get done putting this training together till 3:30 this morning. Had to be up early because I had another call at 9 o'clock. And it's nonstop all day. Why? Because I love people. Do you guys see what I'm saying? You got to be the type of person that is, guess what? You can't be a tour guide. You can't be a travel agent. You got to be a tour guide. You got to take people where they are and get them to where they want to go. Chris talked about today finding your why. We got to find out people's why. And our objective is not to find it out to motivate them. Our objective is to help them find it. Just imagine for a second, I'll talk about this in team building training 2 weeks from now. But I can tell you right now, I'm going to give you a little sample taste. Is you're looking around for something in your house. And I'm over at your house and I'm like, wow, you look like you're looking for something. I'm gonna help you find it. So I start looking around. Have you ever seen somebody like that? I don't know if you guys know people like me. You guys know what I'm talking about? I can't find my keys every day. My wife's like, dude, why don't you put them in the same place? That's what I do. I'm like, that'd be smart. That'd be smart, but I don't have that part of my brain's not working. So I'm looking for something to try to help you find what you're looking for. And I'm looking around, I'm looking under the couch, I'm picking the couch up, I'm lifting up the pillows, I'm turning the house upside down, I'm asking you where were you last time you had it. But what don't I know? What you're looking for. I gotta find out what you're looking for so I can help you what? Find it. And that's exactly what we do in this business. Some of you right now, your heart's on fire. Some of you right now, you want this business to work so bad for you. Actually, not some of you, I would say the majority of you. Some of you might have been kidnapped, right? Any of you kidnapped victims here? Your friend kidnapped you, brought you down? You're like, Cowboy Chief's like, yeah, that's me. But majority of you came here because you have a desire and a willingness to learn the information so you can capture the information to be able to become successful. That's what I had when I got started. I realized if I did what these guys did that were teaching me and I said what they said, I would get what they got. And if I wanted to pass them up, all I had to do was talk to more people than they did. That's all I did. I talked to more people. Because one thing you can't beat is somebody that won't stop working. You guys see the difference? And I was 17 when I got started doing this, 30 years ago. So when I was 17 years old, guess what I had a lot of? Energy. Some of you think I got a lot of energy now. You should have seen me when I had energy back in the days, right? Oh my God. So what I'm telling you right now is this, you got to be on fire to get the information. It's not about, a lot of people just want to get rich. I just want to make a lot of money. You're missing the boat. Because you can make money in this business if you don't know what you're doing and lose it. Because you lose your business because you don't know what you're doing. But if you learn the subject, you'll always have the knowledge. It's not about getting good grades, it's about learning the subject. If you learn the subject, if you know how to make this thing happen, it's like anytime you want to make it happen, it's like this, like this. Like when I got started in Riman, there was a 0% chance that I was like, there's a 0% chance I'm not going to hit the ball out of the park. I knew it. It's like, this is a gold mine. I talked about it last week, how this is the biggest gold mine I've ever seen in my life. But guess what? I knew it because I know how to do this. It's not like, it's super simple. And what's going to happen is this. We're taking this thing to 50 countries. And you think about that for a second. How in the world are we going to do that? We got to develop the leaders. We got to develop this room of people. Because guess how many people in this room probably speak another language? Let me see how many people do. I'm putting my hand up, but that's not really me. Yeah, I know you do, Emma. I know you speak Mandarin. She's like, when you're talking about English, I don't know that one. She knows it. She knows it. But you guys understand how many people are bilingual? So many people in this room. What do you got in Southern California? Don't tell me you know Thai. You speak Thai?
I speak like 3-4 languages.
Oh, okay. Look at this guy.
Thai, Spanish.
Oh my goodness. So what I'm telling you is we're going to develop you guys through this university program, and as we grow this thing internationally into all these countries, you guys are going to be the leaders that are going to be leading the way. This is the headquarters, right? So this is what's going on. So let's dive into this information today, and I'm going to talk to you about a penny, right? And that's the first fill in the blank on your page. Now, does everybody have a fill in the blank? Anybody not have one is probably a better question. Okay, everybody's got it. So here's what you're going to be doing. Number 10 is, now here's how you know. The stuff that's underlined is a giveaway. Did you guys catch that? I had to make it Tim Herr proof. You understand what I'm saying? I had to make it so if Tim Herr is a 17-year-old sitting in this audience, he could figure this thing out. Right? So if it's underlined, it's on your paper. Okay? Woo! So guess what? If you double a penny every day for 30 days, what's going to happen? Well, day 5, it's 16 cents. Day 10, that's in your notes, is $5.12. Nobody's inspired at this point. Do you guys see that? Nobody's like, dang, dude, this penny's taking off like a rocket ship. Now what happens is by day 15, you're looking at $163. Nobody's excited about that. But guess what? By day 20, you're up to $5,242.88. Notice it's underlined. So if you need a pen, let us know. Because we got pens. We're making this thing too easy for you guys. We're making it too easy. We're growing everybody right now. I can hear your brains growing. Now, guess what happens? Day 25, we're up to $167,772.16. Hello. But guess what? Day 30 is in your notes. $5,368,709.12. Don't forget the 12 cents. You know why? Because you take that 12 cents and invest it. Put it back in the penny doubler. My ooh-wee. Now we're making it happen. The reason why I show you this is you've got to understand at the beginning when you're starting off in network marketing or as an entrepreneur. I know many of you are entrepreneurs. When you start off as an entrepreneur, you're putting in a lot of work, but you're not receiving a lot of profits. That's how business works. So at the beginning, as at a job, we all know what it looks like. Okay? Like if you want to know, if you have a job and you want to know what the next 5 years look like, all you have to do is look at the last 5 years and just know that that's what the next 5 years is going to look like. Because at a job, it's work, work, check. Work, work, check. And then after maybe 5 years, it's work, work, check. And if you stay consistent, by year 10, it's going to be work, work, check. And if you stay there for 20 years and you're loyal to the company, you're going to get work, work, check. And if you give it 40 years, you're going to get work, work, check. So what happens is a job is always work, work, check. Network marketing or being an entrepreneur, it's a little bit different. At the beginning, you're putting in more effort and seeing less results. It's work, 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 check. Work, 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 check. Work, 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 check. And then maybe after 30 days, 60 days of being consistent, it's like work, 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 check. Work, 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 check. Work, 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 check. And then what happens is after like 6 months of being consistent, it's like this. Work, check, check, work, check, check, work, check, check, work. And then what happens is after like 5 years of being consistent, it's just check, 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 check. And I'm telling you guys, that's why you want to learn this system. We started a system. We worked it for 3 years. We built this system. Chris and I didn't do anything for 11 years. We didn't work. We didn't go do a meeting. We didn't do anything. And we made ridiculous amounts of income. Residual income is the best. My mentor said RICH, residual income creates happiness. Whoa, I like that. So you guys got all those, there's 3 there for you guys. Make sure we scoop it up. Now we're gonna be talking about the most common pay plans, okay? Now I'm gonna share with you guys this industry. There's different compensation plans, right? You have the stair step or / differential, very, very similar in compensation. Unilevel, coded or a breakaway, very common. Binary matrix. And the reason why I put them in common because they drive certain behaviors. right? Even though a matrix and a binary is not really the same, well, it kind of is, because you're basically creating a welfare mentality. You're making weak people make money, and you're splitting the pie with people that don't deserve it, right? Coded breakaway has the same type of what? Same type of behavior, right? Those two in common, right? If I'm in a coded plan or a breakaway plan, I'm only bringing in people that aren't any good at the beginning, because I don't want to lose the code of them, right? Or I don't want them to break away. Because in a breakaway plan, if I recruit you and you hit the same level as me, then you leave my organization and go to my sponsors. You guys see that? In a coded plan, whatever code that I'm at, whenever I recruit you, I'm getting the same pay on you forever. But as I grow in code, that's whenever people want to get their better people in. So it drives a behavior of holding back. That's why they're very flawed comp plan. Unilevel compensation plan is probably the most common. Unilevel compensation plan is really great for women, because women like working with people. They just love working with people and like building relationships and like loving on each other, right? Like, this is my friend, you know what I mean? Where guys, we can work with somebody and it's like, okay, now it's time, your time to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, my attitude is pump them up and push them out, right? You're gonna learn by doing, not by watching, right? That's how you do it, right? But then you got the stair step and differential. The stair step differential and the differentials to me is like true to life. If you've ever been a parent before, like, you know, right? Oh, wait a second. One of those is supposed to be underlined. Unilevel is. I didn't underline it. That's what happens when you make a PowerPoint at 3:30 in the morning. I got to take notes on this stuff because I go back and fix it before we send it anywhere, okay? But what I'm telling you guys, I tricked you guys there. Unilevel's got to be underlined. But here's what I'm telling you right now is the differential, it's kind of like having a baby. When you have a baby, you do a lot of work. Would you guys agree with that? When you sponsor a new person, well, you'll understand by a compensation plan. When I sponsor a new person, I get paid a lot of money to help them. What does that behavior, does that drive? That drives people like Steve right now, is a sponsor monster who's on a mission. He's a national director, but he's out there sponsoring people right now like never before. Why is he doing that? Because the company throws so much money at you, you're just like, ooh, I got to take that. Right? They just give away too much money as you become a top leader. And as you rank up, the person that brought you in, that's helping you, they're making less as you do better because you don't need any help from them anymore. It's like in a baby. When you have a baby, you're doing all the work. All they're doing is eating and pooping. You know why God made them so cute? So we want to make them. Because they're just pooping. And then once they learn how to poop on their own, that's literally the deal. And then wipe their own, do a good job wiping. That's whenever you've like really hit the jackpot. When they're doing it on their own and they're not wiping good, you've got some underwear problems, right, in your house when you're doing laundry. But anyways, once they got that down pat, like we basically crossed the threshold. Everything from there is downhill. I mean, we were okay. You know what I mean? Then they start driving. Remember when you guys as kids started driving? You're like, okay, they got a license, so that just means now I just let them drive. But you remember when you had them, right? Remember when you had your kid? And they're like, all right, take them home now. You're like, there's no like university I have to pass? Wouldn't that have been nice? Just, all right, I'm taking them home now? Is this what we're doing? I don't know. You guys are probably smart when you had kids. I was 18, so. So that's the difference, right? So let me show you guys important terms to remember. I'm going to put them all up there so you guys can capture them. And then I'm going to train on them. SP is sales points. Okay, what is sales points? Those are points on products for rank advancing. That's the word you're looking for. And maintenance requirements. Okay, sales points. You're looking for what? What's underlined? Rank advancing. Business points. Those are points on products for commissions and overrides. So BP is what? Business points. That's for commissions and overrides. Now, I thought they were bonus points for about 8 months. So if you're like, oh, you told me they were bonus points. Well, relax. I thought they were. They're business points. Active customers are customers that purchase in a calendar month. Very important that you know all this stuff. Calendar month. That's an active. Lifetime customers are customers that have opened a customer account. So when I sell you a product, let me explain something to you guys that's very important to understand. Because I know I have some leaders in the room. You've got to teach the right behavior. Meaning this, okay? And if your upline taught you to do this, don't get mad at them, but just don't do it. You're not signing up people's dogs. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you get what I mean? Like, oh, my dog is a customer. Oh, my God. And you're just making up stuff. Like, get real customers. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you the truth. Like, people laugh and stuff, but I've had people call me and they're like, oh, we've got a problem. We've got an unethical person in the organization. They told me to sign up my dog. I'm like, dude, why are they telling you to sign up the dog? Don't do that stuff. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Teach people to do it the right way. You're literally shooting yourself in the foot if you teach people to have bad behavior like that. Whatever you teach, it duplicates. You understand? The way that I operate with 100% integrity. And when I find out that people aren't, I don't tolerate it. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? I don't tolerate it. Like, I don't tolerate that. What? I'll throw somebody out of my organization if they're doing unethical stuff. Because integrity and character is more important than anything. Because the goose that lays the golden egg is the most important person, which is Riman. Do you guys get that? Like, some of you guys aren't on my team. You guys, if you're not on my team, you're not in Riman. Because we're all on the same damn team. You understand? It's not like, hey, I make money on you, so I'm going to help you. I don't make money on you, so you're no longer my friend. Like, that's not how I operate. Like, I'm a servant. It doesn't matter what's going on. I'm here to serve everybody. That's got to be, I'm telling you, create a culture like that, you win automatically. Because it's called an abundance mentality, not a scarcity complex, right? So what I'm teaching you guys right now is that active customers, the lifetime customers, why do they do that? Because when we sell on the spot, when I got started, we bought a lot of products, right? I continue to buy. Every month I probably buy about $5,000 to $10,000 worth of products. Why? Because you guys like it when I give it out to you guys. Right? We're going to do a drawing tonight, right? You're going to love it. If you win, right? If you didn't win, you're going to be like, I didn't win last week either. What's going on here? Relax. You're going to win. But what I'm sharing with you guys is that I use it as promos. I use it at everything. Everything. I just use products to drive my business. You guys see that? But also, that's how I recruit people. Okay, I have $1 million a month earner, a couple of them actually that I'm working on bringing over. One of them is jacked out of her mind. I just did a call with her yesterday, and she's like, let's go. I'm like, but I gave her the products first. You understand? I said, when you put your hands on this product, you're going to say to yourself, goodbye to what you're doing right now. That's how good it is. I was about to start my own company, but I was getting too many compliments. It's like, why would I go own my own company? I could never make a product as good as Riman. How in the world would you do that? Make your own plan. Good luck. See how successful that is. Searching around for lava. Me and Chris are like, let's start our own company and compete with Riman. Let's go out there and search for lava water. Dude, heck no. No way. I'm just going to sell what you got. You guys see how smart that is? So when you get a customer on the spot at a pop-up and then you sell what they give you cash or they Venmo you or whatever and you sell the product, at that moment, you want to open up a customer account. When the lifetime customers came out, I called my sister up and I said, obviously you need my skincare product. You and I and everybody else knows you're looking old. She's older than me, so I pick on her all the time. I go, look, open up a customer account for me. I need to get 10 of these customer accounts. Do me a favor and open up a customer account for me. It's free. All you gotta need, your email, your name, open a customer account. Now, if you want to buy something from me, then guess what? You need to. Because your mirror is going to be super pumped. And she's like, well, what's the difference between you and the skincare I'm using now? I said, well, the skincare that you're using now won't take you to the airport, but your little brother will. I go, your skincare didn't watch your crazy ass kids when they were young. Your brother did. I go, that's the difference. Call Jergens Lotion and ask him if they will babysit your dog. No, Jergens Lotion isn't babysitting your dog. Your brother is. So stop being stupid and buy my product. That's what I told my sister. She's like, I think I'll just get the free account. I'm just kidding. She bought it. Obviously, she bought. Jesus Christ, you better buy. Anyways, that's what I do. I lean on the relationship by people that I love, right? My sister. Extra pay on now, what's the top retailer bonus? Top retailer bonus, extra retail customers, 5% earned. So let me explain this to you guys. This is enhancing on guess what? On April 1st, which is when? Yeah, soon, right? It's coming up. April's soon. So you get 5% earned with 2,000 personal SP a month and 10 active customers. You guys with me on that? 10 active customers. It's not 20 customers anymore, okay? And obviously, you can count towards your, when you get the customers, okay? Basically, understand that these customers, you can count up to 200 points per each customer. Do you guys get it? So they made it easier for people that do it right, and then people that do it wrong, they made it harder. Because some people were just buying it, trying to get that to be able to take more money out of the compensation plan, right? We have to protect the goose that lays the golden egg. Thank God they did that. So it made it easier for the people that are doing it right. 10% earned for 4,000 personal SP a month and 20 active customers, okay? No longer 40 customers. That's awesome. Unilevel bonus, if you're taking notes, you want to write this down. Extra override earned on levels of the organization based on rank. Okay, 1,000, this is very important to understand. You need every month 1,000 in personal SP monthly. So you want to write down the word monthly, and 10 lifetime customers. That's how you unlock your what? Unilevel. So when somebody starts at the last day of the day, last day of the month, and they buy a 1,000-point package, and they sponsor somebody, in order for people to get that Unilevel, we got to help them get the what? 10 lifetime customers, okay? So very simple, very easy to understand. I want to get those terms out of the way. Let's dive into this money, okay? So remember, this, like I said, this starts April 1st, okay? Maximum of 200 SP per active customer towards your volume requirements. But the people that are earning those the right way are doing way over it. The customer, like we call them, I call them these customer getters. I just call them like unicorns. I've never seen what they're doing. Like, what are you doing? Like, where did you come from? My gosh. So here's what I'm going to show you guys. This is the Unilevel. Are you guys with me on this? So as a planner, manager, 1,000, everybody, it's 1,000 SP, 10 lifetime customers, okay? So as a planner, this isn't on your notes, don't worry, 5%, 5%. As a senior manager, getting level 3 and 4. So what are these levels? Let's say you brought me into the business, right? I'm your level 1. Every customer that I get, you're gonna make 5% on. I bring in my buddy, she's now my level 1, she's your level 2. She brings in her, that's her level 1, that's my level 2, it's your level 3. That's how it works, okay? And you can bring in as many level 1s as you want, and that'll get you more level 6s, okay? So basically, that's how it works. Now, when you become a team leader, it's 5, 5, 3, 3, 3, 3, okay? Director, 5, 5, 3, 3, 3, 3. When you become a senior director, like Betsy, let's get Betsy, and who are the senior directors? And we got Robert here. Who else are senior directors? We got some senior directors in the room. Stand up for a second. Can we give these people a round of applause? Stand up, Betsy. Come on, come on. Oh, Mabel Ma's here. Don't give her, yeah, she's back. And I am, obviously. Don't get Mabel a microphone. If you hear her sing, you're going to be like, whoa. I haven't stopped talking about it. I'm like, how does she sing so well? So as a senior director, you're going to get an extra 4%, an extra 1% on levels 5 and 6. And then as a national director, you're going to get an extra 4% on levels 2 and 3. Do you guys get that? Just so you know, okay? Just so you know. It just gives you an inspiration to make it happen. So let's give you guys some hypotheticals. You guys ready for some hypothetical examples? Ooh-wee, I love this. So let's say you brought in 3 planners and taught them to duplicate the same thing. Now, to find 3 good ones, you might need to find 10. You guys know how some people are? Some people tell you, man, I'm serious as a heart attack. You're like, well, you need to graduate from the university. Like, what? I got to learn something? It's like, well, yeah, dude. Okay, so in this example 1, this is in your notes, $33,000 a month you'd be making in that example. If everybody got 1,000 in personal BP. You guys with me on that? Okay, that's 1,000 in personal BP per planner. That's why you want to create a culture of unlocking the Unilevel. Do you guys get that? You create a culture in your organization of everybody unlocking the Unilevel every month. Think about it, man. You get 1,000 people in your organization unlocking the Unilevel. That's an extra million in volume. So watch this. Now let's say you brought in 5 planners. Who brought in 5? Who brought in 5, right? That's 5, 25, 125, 625, 3125, 6125. That's a total of 10,030 people. You teach everybody how to get, obviously, 1,000 in BP. Your income's going to be $301,500 in example 2 in your notes. Think about that. Can you imagine that? You guys got to realize there's people already making that in Riman. Did you guys see that? And we're just a little baby. So guess what? That you want to create a culture of everybody unlocking their Unilevel. That's important. So as everybody see, I'm showing you guys the reason why you want to build this business. So let's just say best possible case scenario is 300,000. Let's say it took you 5 years to do that. It took you 5 years to find 5 serious people It took you 1 year to find 5 serious ones. It took them 1 year, 1 year, 1 year, 1 year, 1 year. It took you 6 years, let's just say. 6 years not doing Riman, staying at your job right now, what's best possible best case scenario? You get what I'm saying? Mine at Boomers was get hit by a go-kart and sue him. Do you guys see what I'm saying? My buddy Jason Christensen did that. He got clipped, busted his knee up, tore his ACL, sued Boomers and got paid. I was like, oh my God, this dude cracked the code. I'm like, God dang, somebody's got to get drunk and hit me on one of those cards. So let's talk about planner rewards, okay? How do you become a planner? It's $20 to become a planner in the United States, okay? So basically, you're going to get 10% commissions. It's underlined 10%, 10%, and then a 5% override, okay, through the what we call the differential payout. So that's 10% commissions on the BP of your personal sales, 10% rebate on personal purchases. So that's when you buy from yourself as a personal purchase. So rebates are 50% of that 10%. So that's 5% Riman dollars, which is free product credit, and 5% cash back when you buy from yourself. Okay? Business owners love that. You understand? They love free product credit because you don't get taxed on free product credit. And you're selling the products like crazy. So they love the Riman dollars, okay? And then level 2 in the differential, you don't get paid. Okay, as a planner. It's more of an affiliate type position, but you're not going to be there long. But in the unilevel, you get a 5% override on levels 1 and level 2 planners, and higher. So if you're a planner and you sponsor, I was telling my son-in-law this today, Nick. I said, dude, there's a girl who's a senior manager. You guys with me on this? And guess who's on her 4th level? Kimberly Weimer. She makes 3% of all those sales. Can you imagine if somebody's selling 100,000 BP a month on just one person? And I'm like, Lindsay, you know what happens if you hit team leader? All of her top sellers are on her level 1. I'm like, you hit team leader, do you know how much of a pay increase you get? Shit. Woo! Woo! I'm like, put me on the phone. Put me on the phone. You guys see what I'm saying? And Emma knows that's her organization. Emma's like, all those girls, she don't know any of them. Can you imagine that? She's just getting paid. How pumped is she? She's like loving it. So yeah, I love that. So let me give you some hypothetical examples on personal sales. You remember you get 10% commission on your personal sales, plus you get the retail bonus, okay? So let's say in a hypothetical example here, you get 15 customers at 200 BP on average. That's 3,000 BP. Are you guys seeing that? Personal. At 10%, that's $300, plus you're getting the 5% retail bonus. Remember the retail bonus we talked about earlier? You can make 5 or 10% extra on the retails. Remember that? Okay, I'm glad 2 people do. That would be basically 300 plus 150. That would be $450. You're like, we talked about a retail bonus? Yeah, we talked about 2,000 or 4,000 in SP. So that would be $450 that you get for that. You guys see that? Now let's talk about something a little bit better. Overrides. Overrides are what somebody else does. A commission is what you sell. An override is what somebody else sells. Okay, don't worry, these are not in your notes right here. There's too many of these. Level 1 requires, so you recruit one person, they require 15 customers at 200 BP on average. You're getting 3,000 BP at 5%, that's 150. Plus, if you unlock your unilevel, you're making another 150. So you're making 300 by teaching somebody else how to go out there and do what you just did. See how smart that is? I love the way that works. Teaching somebody else how to win, and you win by teaching people how to win. Oh my God. So let's talk about manager qualifications. This is in your notes, okay? How do you qualify? Qualifications are this: 3,000 SP. That's in your notes. 3,000 SP from personal purchase and products personally sold from your level 1. From yourself and your level 1 planners within 3 consecutive months. What the heck does that mean? Let me explain it to you. Whatever I buy or sell counts for my 3,000 points. You guys see how that is? Now, if I recruit Emma, guess what happens? Whatever she buys or sells, guess what happens? I can count her volume too, up to 50%. Meaning if my goal is 3,000, I can count 1,500 from one recruit. You guys with me? Okay? Very simple. You need 3 active customers monthly to receive pay. The month you hit, you don't. So if you hit on the last day of the month, guess what? You don't need your 3 customers that month. The following month. Do you guys see how that works? Okay, perfect. I'm glad nobody does. Okay. You see how that works? So like, what's an active customer again? That's somebody that buys within the month. Don't worry, you got the information in your hands, okay? So never, and as a manager, you never follow qualifications. That's big. Never is underlined. Why is that so important? For people like me and you, that if you're in this room right now, you're serious. You're going to learn how to do this. But the people that aren't here that are just super sellers, that are just selling the products, those people hate companies that they start back at zero every month. Right. They have to requalify every month. Like whenever Kimberly Wyman came on, she's like, oh my God, this is so awesome. She goes, we start back at nothing and we have to qualify every single month. Most companies are like that. This is very different, okay? So basically what you understand is managers and senior managers, you never fall on qualifications. They're called milestone positions. Woo! I like that. So manager promotions are instant. Once those 3,000 hit, bam, you're a manager. You guys, that's beautiful. So you want to get to a manager ASAP to maximize your earning potential, obviously, okay? Let's talk about the rewards. This is for your notes. 20% commissions on the BP of your personal sales. So when you sell a product, you're making what? 20%. Tony's paying attention. I love that. When you buy from yourself, you get a 20% rebate on the BP of your personal purchases. Now remember, retail bonuses are available. So you can earn the retail bonus every month too. Okay, through the differential, if you sponsor a planner, they're getting 10%, you're getting the difference of 20%, which would be 10%. So write down 10% for your notes. 10% overrides on level 1 planners, whatever they personally sell or buy, okay? On level 2, guess what? You don't get paid as a manager. On this. Now, if you sponsor a manager, you're gonna get a 5% override on a manager, whatever they buy or sell. But if you're a manager and you sign up somebody that's a manager, pretty good chance you're going senior manager, okay? But just so you know, it's possible. Now your unilevel bonus is 5%, okay? You can write that down on level 1, on your level 1 planners and higher. Level 1 and level 2 planners are higher, okay? So when you have level 1 and level 2 planners, you're gonna get 5% as a manager. Trust me, manager's awesome, but it's just a stepping stone. It's kind of a pat on the back to, now let's go senior manager, okay? We'll talk about manager awards though. Did you guys get all that? Anybody need more information? It's super simple, 20, 10, 5, 5. Okay, we're good. So let's talk about manager examples. 20% commissions, right? This is hypothetical. If you went out and got 15 customers at 200 BP average, that'd be 3,000 BP. At 20%, you're at $600, right? You're at 600. You're gonna get 5% of the retail bonus, right? If you got 4,000, you'd be in a different ball game. But let's just say you get the 5%. You're talking about $150 for the retail, so you get a total of $750. All you're doing is sharing products. Think about how many people you know that have a face. You guys know what I'm talking about? Find a wrinkle, destroy a wrinkle. Let's go. Wrinkles, not for long. We're like dry cleaners for people's face. I told Danny, I said, Danny, I know it. Because his parents used to own a dry cleaner. So I was like, Danny, I get it now. Why you're so good at this. Because your dad was a dry cleaner. He hates wrinkles. You got started in Riman. You hate wrinkles. I hate wrinkles too. Let's go. So you're going to get a 10% override on your first planners. We talked on level 1 planners. So if you had 2 level 1 planners, 2, not 1, but 2 level 1 planners, acquire 15 customers each at 200 BP, that'd be 6,000 BP. You're getting 10%, that's 600. Plus you're getting a 5% unilevel. You'd be making basically, the unilevel would be 300. You're going to make $900 on that. You guys with me on that? Showing somebody else how to do what you just did. Tell, show, try, do. Man, this is making sense. Now let's talk about senior manager qualifications. Oh my God, it's not underlined. I'm looking at this right now going, oh my God. I will step my game up, I promise to you guys. No more waiting till the last day of right before to make it. And no more 3 in the morning. Jeez, I'll drop the ball. But 6,000 should be underlined. I think 50% from one personal leg is at it, and then 3 active customers, and never fall out of qualifications. Never should be, right?
No.
Nope. Qualifications is? What? Oh, cool. It's not on there. Perfect. So just so you know, 6,000 SP from personal purchases and products sold personally. So basically, whatever you sell or buy counts for your 6,000. When you recruit a level 1 planner, whatever they sell or buy is going to count for what? Your 6,000. You can count up to 3,000 from one recruit. It's super simple. Okay? Within a 3-month period, 3 consecutive months. So you have 3 months to do it. Now, if you like whatever you do in month one, if you don't hit it by the third month, month one falls off, and then it's the next 3 months. It's just 3 consecutive months. Very simple. Most companies are monthly. So when people get started like 3 months, that's so awesome, and your volume doesn't flush, so you get 3 months to do it, as opposed to 1 month, and then you start back over. It's way harder, okay? Senior manager promotions are instant, okay? To get to senior manager ASAP to be able to maximize earning potentials. And I apologize that I didn't underline those. So you guys have got to really step up your game on this one. Some of you are like, what am I going to do now? There ain't no way I'm getting it. That's how I'd be. I'd be panicking right now. I'd nudging my sponsor. I'd be like, dude, what do I do? I need to underline. That's why I did the underline. So I'm like, if I was sitting there, I couldn't keep up with this stuff. So here's what I want to show you guys. This starts April 1st. Very important to understand this. There was some confusion in my organization this week about this. Okay? Currently, you get, when you're going for senior manager, if you do it off personal purchases and personal volume, you get 10%, okay, on the first 3,000. And then when you go from 3,000 to 6,000 personal volume, you're getting 20% retail rebate. You guys see that? You guys with me, right? April 1st, if you do it within 1 day, April 1st, you do 6,000 in 1 day. Now, it used to be if you did it in one purchase. One purchase. And then you get people started like, I need to use 2 cards. Well, you're not allowed to use 2 cards. You know what I mean? That's how it is now. April 1st, you'll be able to use 2 cards. So meaning that as long as you get it done within 1 day. Now, the days are always 11:59 Pacific, no matter where you live in the world. You guys understand that? That's the way life should be. Well, now I'm not saying because we live Pacific, but it all should be the same time. Are we kidding each other? Are we seriously joking around here with this time thing? I'm like, what is this, dude? What is happening right now in my life? Hawaii's now 3 hours. It used to be 2 hours last week. We're just making stuff up. Arizona's like, yeah, we're not doing it. We're not doing all that, dude. I'm like, yeah, smart for you. But now I got to call you, and we don't know what's going on. And then when you go to past it, you know how it goes, Eastern Atlantic, there's another one out there. There's another one. You guys know, I don't even know what it's called. I got a team leader that's about to go director out there. Hers is 30 minutes. What are we talking about? Who is out there making decisions? It's 30 minutes. So when it's Eastern's, 3 hours ahead, right? And then Atlantic is 4 hours. And then the tip over there is like 30 minutes. Oh my God. Let's just forget about even trying to talk to anybody anywhere else. That's why they did it, is just so we just stay home. You know what I mean? Don't even try to talk to people. It's too crazy out there. What are we doing, okay? I'm not going to get into it, okay? It's too late, I already did. So understand, this is how this works. I'm not talking too much about it, but I did, okay? So I got to go through this fast. I'll be fine. Okay, let's talk about senior manager rewards. I like the word rewards. Ooh-wee. 30% on the BP or personal sales. So whatever you sell, how much? Boom, you got it. 30% on your personal purchases. Whatever you buy, 30% plus the retail bonus available. Now we're talking. This is on your notes. Underline is 30-30. So let's talk about overrides, right? 20% in your notes, underline 20% override on level 1 planners, personal BP and personal purchase. So basically, you understand what personal volume is by now? Whatever you buy or sell? Personal volume, whatever you buy or sell. Super simple, okay? So when you as a senior manager sign up a brand new planner, whatever they buy or sell, you're gonna get 20% override on that. Now, guess what? When you sponsor a manager, you're gonna get a 10% override. Why? Because you're getting the difference of 30, right? They're getting what? 20, you're going to get the difference of 30, which is 10. That's the easiest way to think about this. So you're going to get 10% of whatever they buy or sell, personal volume. Senior manager gets started in your organization. They're getting what? 30%, but you're going to get a 5% sponsorship commission on whatever they personally buy or sell. 5% is underlined. So we got 20% underlined, 10% underlined, and 5% underlined. You guys follow me so far? Now watch this. Boom, a 5% override past level 1. And the reason why it's past level 1, because I already showed you what it is on level 1. That 5% is everywhere, but it's already factored into these numbers. You guys with me? So you're going to pass level 1, you're going to get a 5% override all the way down in your organization down to the next senior what? Manager. I need to teach you guys something that's not in your notes, and I think I should have put it in there. I need you guys to understand there's a word called open line. What is open line? I never heard that terminology before, Tim. Open line is not based on levels. It's based on your organization going all the way deep until you find someone at the same rank of you. Do you guys see that? Open line is all the volume in your organization down to the next person at the same rank as you. So as a senior manager, your volume is going to count all the way down to the next what? Senior manager, right? Same thing happens at team leader. Open line. Why? Because when you develop a team leader, they should know what they're doing. Do you guys get that? If not, you need to get them in the university program because they haven't graduated the university. If you have a team leader that's not crushing it, they haven't been to the university. They're just sitting out there just wandering in the dark. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing, man? Let's learn how to do this, guys. So here's what I want to show you. Now the unilevel looks even better. This is in your notes. 5%, 5%, level 1, level 2. 3% on the third level, 3% on the fourth level. That's in your notes. That's at what? Senior what? Manager. You guys got it, okay? So everybody understands that? Hopefully by now you got it. Now let's talk about, guess what? Hypotheticals. You acquire 15 customers at 200 BP average, 3,000 BP, 30% is $900. Yes or no? You guys know how to do the math better than I do. Plus you're going to get a 5% retail bonus of $150. That's $1,050. Can you see how smart it is to get to senior manager? You're making way more what? Money on what you do. And somebody goes, man, how do you get 15 customers, dude? Well, I'm talking to people all day long about getting started in Riman. Some people want to make money. Would you agree with that? But some people don't want to make money. But the people that don't want to make money, they at least want to look better. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Nobody's like, dude, I want to be ugly and broke. Like, what? No way. Like, what are you doing? Nobody said that before. So I just get people as customers and people that don't want to take advantage of the opportunity, okay? And then I go back to those people and get them started whenever they start getting results. I'm going, you're getting too many compliments, aren't you? Right? Everybody's saying, dang, you look healthy, you look great. Okay, so I'm going to give you another hypothetical example. Let's say you had 5 level 1 planners. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, what? 5, right? And they got 15 customers each at 200 BP average. That'd be 15,000. You're at 20%. Okay, so you'd make 3,000 on that. Plus your unit level's 5%. That's another 750. So on that example, 5 planners are planners. Okay, teaching them how to do that. You're going to make 3,750. Do you guys see why you want to unlock your unit level? I mean, that's an extra 750, like no brainer, just on that example. So let's talk about becoming successful. Let's say that you've got 15 level 2 and beyond open line planners. That means that there's no senior manager in the organization except for you. You're the upline senior manager on those people. Guess what happens? Let's say that they acquire 15 customers at 200 BP each. That's 45,000 BP. At 5%, you're going to make 2,250 plus whatever you make on the unit level. I can't calculate that because I don't know how they came in. You understand? But understand, you guys, there's a lot of money in this comp plan. And on the last, like one of the last slides, I'm going to break this thing down for you guys. You're going to lose your mind like a set of keys at Tim Herr's house. You see how I did that? I talked about it earlier and brought it right back. Dude, that was epic, Tim. So here's how we become successful. Oh my God, they're not underlined. I'm literally right now about to get booed off. Boo, get this guy out of here. He said he's going to help us. He's over here not underlining stuff. I think we're talking about 50,000 is probably underlined. A total of 50,000 SP within 5 consecutive months or less. I might as well put less in there. I don't want somebody like trying to slow down when they could get it done in 1 month. So 50,000 is the word you're looking for there, isn't it? Yep. No more than 25,000 per one leg. At least 3 legs. I think probably 3 is underlined there. At least 3 legs of senior managers. Dude, I should have had Travis proofread it because I know Travis right now is like, dude, I should have proofread this, bro. You're already thinking that, huh? I know you are. Why don't you just send it to me, bro? I'd love to help you get this thing. I hate you when you look bad, dude. That's okay. I look bad every time I don't put the product on. Okay, 5 personal active monthly customers to receive pay. Okay, 5's underlined there. 10,000 monthly maintenance. So open line volume, meaning monthly maintenance. Why is it 10,000? Because that's the number it is. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, if it was, whatever it is, somebody should be higher. Well, if you think it should be higher, it's because you have a lot of team leaders, right? I think it should be higher because I don't like team leaders not making a lot of money. You know what I mean? Whatever the goal is, the goal is the goal. Just do it. It's all volume, right? There's no difference between, in my mind, 10,000 and 100,000 is the same thing. Do you guys get that? Why? Because all I just need to do is find more leaders, find more people, build a bigger team. I'm not doing it all myself. Now, if I had to go out there and get 100,000 customers, guess what? That'd be a different ball game. But you're allowed to have as many people on your team as you want. Do you guys get what I'm saying? And there's no shortage of people. Have you guys seen this? Like everywhere I look, there's people. Like there's no shortage of people. So easy to find them. Everywhere I go, they are. Like you just got to go and see people. Do you know how many people you know? So guess what? 11:59 is the number I think you're looking for. Is the last day of the month. So team leader promotions are monthly. Are what? Monthly, and the deadline is 11:59 Pacific. Once again, notice it's Pacific. People are like, that's great. But people on the East Coast, it doesn't matter. Just make it the same time everywhere, okay? And that's what they've done. So anyways, this is a no-brainer. But let's talk about becoming actually wealthy, okay? Because this is what I tell people when I get everybody started. This is why we have so many people making money. You guys ready for this? Okay? This is team leader recommendation to make big money. Everybody help me out and say big money. Yeah. Woo! I love that, okay? So what I teach people is this. You need three, oh my God. Okay, it is underlined. 3 legs of senior managers is required to become a team leader. But, okay, you never want to make your minimums your maximums. My mentor taught me that a long time ago. You want 10 senior manager legs. That will encourage you to become the top producer. Okay? Like, I'm telling you guys, like Monica Tapia, if you looked at her organization, it's insane. They've sponsored so many people. She's like sponsor monster times 100. She's got so many team leader legs, it's out of this world. You guys see that? It's like you're allowed to have as many legs you want. Think about it. You're trying to run fast. Would you agree with that? Have you ever noticed a horse can run faster than you? Because they have 4 legs. But guess what? You can have as many legs as you want. Right? Dude, you can have 100 legs. Can you imagine how fast you'd be with 100 legs? Oh my God, you get a gold medal for sure. So you guys see how this works? This is what I teach my team leaders. Now guess what? You're going to probably hit team leader with like 3 or 4 or 5 legs. You guys with me on that? But once you hit team leader, you want to keep going because you want to make a lot of what? Money. Like when Chris and I got started, we were able to build a big organization because we built 10 legs at the same time. So those 10 legs, like Julian was there when I was a senior manager. He saw me go team leader. He saw me go director. He saw me go senior director. He saw me go national director. So if you're planning on becoming wealthy, you might as well get 10 legs as soon as possible. So they see you rank advanced. They see you rank advanced, and it inspires them. You understand? It's easy to do at the beginning because then you're growing all these people at the same time. It's like if you're like, I'm gonna plant new grass. I'm gonna make my yard better. So you plant new grass, you take all your grass out of the ground, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna start over here with this strip. And once it grows, I'm gonna put the other one in. It's like doing laundry. You put one clothes in at a time, one sock in at a time, run the load, and then you put another sock in. It's like, it's easier to do fast than it is to do slow. Did you guys catch that? It's easier to do fast than it is to do slow. So this is how you want to, if you want to become a top producer, this is how you do it. Like it's all about creating open line. Like if you want to be a top producing director, I'll talk about it later, but it's all about creating open line people. Like last year we were number 2, okay? We didn't hit the number 1 director, but guess what? We were number 2, and I counted, we created 8 open line directors. If you're always replicating yourself and creating directors, you're gonna be the top director. How do you become a top senior director? Replicate senior directors. That's how you do millions and millions and millions and millions a month in volume, is duplicate, okay? So team leader, this is rewards, 40% BP, this for your notes. Okay, plus the retail bonus is available, and 40% on your personal purchases. Level 1 planners, guess what happens? You get 30% of their personal volume. You guys with me on this? Now, as a manager, on managers, you're going to make 20% on their personal volume. On a senior manager, you're going to get 10% of their personal volume. And then what happens is you're going to get a 5 to 30. So 5 to 30 should be underlined. You're going to get an override on all your open line planners, managers, and senior managers past your levels, 5 to 30%. What that means is whatever's not paid out, a 40% goes to you. Everywhere. On your open line. Remember what open line is, down to the same person as you. Okay? Now, when you create a person like you at team leader, you get what? Check match. You're going to get matching bonus. So the match bonus happens by replicating leaders, and that's the biggest portion of your check when you develop leaders. Now, guess what? This is in your notes. The unit levels: 5 level 1, 5 level 2, 3% on 3, 3% 4, 3% 5, 3% 6. That's a big portion of your check because that's 22%, isn't it? And then they pay out 85% match on that. That's another 18.7%. So we're talking about 40.7% getting paid out on that unit level. Make sure your team leaders get it. Every team leader knows in my organization, there ain't nobody missing it. I call people and just be like, oh my God, you got 5 days left, you better get it in. I have had people, and I'm not going to point them out because they're in this room, and it was like last month, was literally 2 points away at like close to midnight. I've had senior directors that override some of the biggest organizations 3 or 4 points away. And I'm like, oh, they have to have got it. I'm like, no, I gotta send them a text. Because when you're working with senior directors, you gotta kind of like, you treat them a little bit differently because you don't want to make them mad. But like, dude, I know, stop talking to me. You know what I mean? Team leaders appreciate it, right? Betsy's like, I don't know what senior directors you got. I love it when you call me. Robert's like, he's talking. No, not Robert's not like that. But what I'm telling you guys, I'm like, you got to be sensitive when you work with big leaders like that, because if they know, they're gonna stop bugging me. But I'm like, I have to tell them. They're like, oh my God, I thought I had it done. Thank you so much. Because some of these people's checks is like $30,000 on their unilevels. You missed $30,000 in income because you didn't have 4 customer points. Do you think but guess what? If you make $30,000, there's another 85% match bonus paid out on that. Hello. Woo. Don't let nobody lose out on money. You take all the money. Everybody help me out and say, take all the money. Take all the money. Woo. Woo. Take all the money, man. That's what my mentor told me. He goes, if there's a $10 bill on the ground and a $20 bill, which one you grabbing? Both, right? Or unless you're from Singapore. Where's Daisy at? Daisy, you know, we ain't touching none of it. We're calling security. Calling the police department. I'm seeing right now. I said that joke in Singapore. That's when I came up with that one. I'm like, they're like, you're just grabbing money off the floor? We don't do that here. They gave me this weird look. I'm like, oh yeah. You guys are like, I'm taking both. Both? Are you kidding me? You an idiot. Why you ask that? In Singapore, they're like, you guys take money on the ground? We don't do that here. It's so funny. Daisy knows because that's how every Singaporean is. So let me explain to you guys this one. The answers for your notes is 30%, 25, 25, okay? So basically you're gonna get a 35% override. When you sponsor a new planner, whatever they sell, they're getting 10%. You're getting the difference of 40, which is 30, right? Now when they sponsor a planner, the new planner's getting 10, the sponsors of planner's getting, guess what, 5. Remember I talked about this. So you're getting 25%. When they bring in a planner, 25%. When they bring in a planner, 25%, all the way down. 25%. Plus, you're getting what? The unilevel. My check, when I went from senior manager to team leader, went crazy. When we went from team leader to director, we didn't even know. Like, we're like, hope we do good. At director, our first month, we did like 1.3 million in open line volume. It was like, whoa, we got to do better. Like, it was like, whatever you think is what is good for you. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Like, whatever you think, like, if you think like $1 million's a lot, then $1 million's a lot. You like, how Chris and I were able to do like 60 million a month in sales in our last, in our last business is because 60 million wasn't a lot. Because we were trying to do 100 million a month. You guys get that? So you got to think big. You guys, like, I know I'm not political. Like, trust me, I care less about that stuff. Honestly, like, I do not when I say I'm not political, I'm saying like, I think it's just silly. Because it has no effect. Like every president that's been in power, I've made a fortune. So people are like, if this president, and no, well, this president, if this president, if this president. It's like, I don't care about that stuff, dude. I can't control that stuff. I focus on me and what I can do, like whatever else. But I'm just saying, the president we got now, I worked with him a long time ago in a company, okay? And I met him one time, and he said something to me, and he's like, it takes the same amount of energy to think big as it does to think small. And I'm like, well, dude, you're a billionaire, bro. Like, okay. But it was like the dude was thinking about being the president. I'm like, dude, I need to think bigger. Like, he's talking to me about that, and I thought he's talking about, oh, be like me. I thought about being a billionaire. I'm a billionaire. The dude's thinking about being the dang president. Like, you might as well think big. Do you guys see what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? Be the president. Like, what? Why not? I mean, obviously, I'm not doing that because it doesn't pay as well as this. I saw how much money they got, and I was like, hell no. I'm like, no, dude, I'd rather go make people look sexy. So you guys understand how that works. Now, let's go through this faster. Unilevel, we talked about that already. So you're getting that on top of that. Now, if you have a manager frontline, a manager, you guys know what a manager is, right? We talked about that. Whatever they buy or sell, you're going to get 20%. On level 2, whenever they sponsor Planner, you're going to get 20%. On level 3, guess what happens? You're getting what? Anybody know? 25%. It's right there. You're going to get 25% now on this planner. When this planner comes in under there, you're getting 25%, 25%, 25%. Do you guys see how smart this comp plan is? When you look at this thing, you go, I got to become a team leader yesterday. Like don't, like sleep, eat, like, I'm like, I got to get there, you know? So, and then obviously the Unilevel. So let's talk about the rewards now. If you have a senior manager, this is the only one that's confusing. You guys ready? But I can understand it. And I never graduated high school, so if I can get it, you can get it. You have a senior manager frontline, they're making 30%, and you're gonna get the difference of 40, which is what? 10. Level 2, guess what you're getting? 10. Level 3, you're getting 20. Why? Let's talk about it. You guys are cheating back there. That's okay. I hear some people talking. They're like, what is that one? Just what is that one? I'm like, you guys are dirty. That's how I do it too, though. So what happens is this. This planner gets how much? 20. What the heck? They don't get 20. You get 20. They make 10. Their sponsor makes what? 5. The senior manager makes what? 5. So that's 5, 10, 20. 20 minus 40 is 20. You guys see that? That's why when you have 5 senior manager legs, how you pump big volume is you create tons of team leaders. If you want to be a team leader and you create a bunch of team leaders, you make a lot of money. You create a ton of team leaders, you make more money. How do you make a team leader? You get them in the university and have them get 5 people in the university, and then you create a team leader. So it's super simple, right? Let's talk about becoming successful, okay? You guys ready for this? Let's say you have 100 open line planners. How many? 100. I know somebody goes, 100's a lot. Oh, really? 100's a lot? Okay, whatever. It's all the same. 10 and 100's the same. Just do more of it and find more people. But let's just say you got 100 open line planners that acquire 15 customers at 200 BP. That's 300,000 in volume. At 15%, that's 45,000 in what? Income plus your Unilevel. And on that, your Unilevel is going to be pretty big. Do you guys see that? That's 45,000. A lot of my team leaders make 45,000 a month. I got team leaders that make 6-figure incomes because they're super sellers. It's insane. I'm like, what are you guys doing, dude? You guys are trying to get all the wrinkles done by yourself? Like, dude, go get some people to help you, man. You know, wear yourself out trying to get that many customers. But I can tell you right now, you can build your business as big as you want. Do you understand? That's the reason why volume is easy. Because you can have as many people help you as you want. And there's no shortage of people. Do you guys understand what I'm telling you guys? Do you know that there's no shortage of people? Like, people are turning 18 every day. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? So many people. Like, we're not going to run out of people. There's no shortage of people being produced. You guys get that? People are still making babies like crazy, okay? So guess what happens? We're going to talk about big money. You guys ready to talk about big money? Is it okay? I hope I don't scare you when I start talking about big money. I'm going to talk about big money. So this is the matching bonus, okay? So this is for your notes. When you create a team leader or higher, you're going to get 40% of whatever they earn. On what? differential, unilevel, okay, you're going to get a match. You're not going to get a match on their match. That never has happened in the history of network marketing. So I'm like, we don't get matches on matches. I'm like, dude, nobody does. That's not how matching bonuses have ever worked in the history of the universe. You're not going to pay 85% on 85%. It's like basically when you put a mirror next to each other and it just keeps looking back forever for infinity. 40% level one. You guys with me on this? So whatever your level one team leader earns through, also through their leadership bonuses. If they're a director or higher, you guys get that? If you sponsor a national director, whatever they make through their leadership bonuses, you're getting matched on that too. So help me out with this. 40% level one, 20% level two, 10% level three. Generation, I should say. Sorry for saying level. Somebody says, a generation, dude. It's not a level. Okay, I know. 5% generation 4, 5% generation what? 5% generation 6. Now to unlock 4, 5, and 6, 4 is director, 5 is senior director, 6 is national director. This is by far, when you become a national director, Steve will agree with me, by far the biggest portion of our checks. Like it's insanely biggest part of our checks, okay? So here's what I'll tell you. This is where, and I can tell you, Robert Nahn knows about matching bonuses. I know Robert Nahn can't sit still. But he made like, I don't know, probably like 30 million in check match in his last business. So he loves the check match, okay? So let me show you some hypotheticals, how it works, why it works, and why you want to take advantage of this, okay? Let's say that you develop 5 leaders, okay? 5 leaders. They can be whatever you want them to be. But let's just imagine they're making on average $10,000 a month. You're getting 40% of that, that means you're what? You're making 20 grand, okay? Now, they produce 5 leaders. You're making what? 50,000. You guys see that? They produce 5 leaders. That's what? 195,000 total income that you take home. This is not that big of a deal. You know, I know Steve's just like us. He's got, I don't even want to think about how many team leaders he's got. But it's like we got over 600 plus team leaders in the organization. It's like, this is the money. Do you guys see that? Like we have 62 people that have became director and higher in the organization. This is where we get our money from. You got people making tons of money. You want to become a leadership factory. How do you do that? You have to have a system to develop leaders. You can't microwave a leader. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can't put a sign on them and be like, boom, we got a leader. You got to crock pot them. Do you guys see that? 12-week crock pot. That's what we got here. I love crock pots. My wife did crock pot tonight. I don't know, she's a ninja. I don't know what the heck is the same thing to me. I don't know. We didn't have none of that stuff when I grew up. We just ate peanut butter jelly. Okay, so here we go. So here's how your income works. Team leader commissions are like this. Now, if you go 10 wide, it'll just keep growing all the time, okay? Your team leader check match or team leader and higher check match starts like this, and it just takes off. Our check match was not like anything big and ridiculous until like year 2, it started to get crazy. Unilevel, because we didn't have a lot of leaders, right? Everything was kind of open line for us. Everybody caught up. Unilevel kind of grows like this consistently. Just consistently keeps growing. This is how your income looks. Okay? So when you go wide at the beginning, you cash in big. That's the secret to this business. And we'll talk about how to do that next week, dude. I'm going to talk about pop-ups. You guys already know because you got the card. So I can't even surprise you. I'm going to be talking about the power of pop-ups. Pop till you drop. We would have like, last time we built our business, right? Whenever we built that last company, we would have like 2, 3, 4, 5,000 going on a night. All throughout the country. It's just, they're so duplicatable. Mainly with skincare. It's like everybody wants to look pretty. Like, what do you want to do? Look better or worse? Let's go. So let me show you guys how to become a director. This is for your notes. Total of 600,000 in SP over 6 consecutive months or less in your entire organization. No more than 300,000 SP from one leg. You guys with me on this? Yeah. So guess what? If you want to be by August, let's say you're like, I want to be there by a convention. Okay? February, March, April, May, June, July. Without a sense of urgency, desire loses its value. It's easier to do fast than it is to do slow. Just like doing the laundry. It's easier for me to just whip myself into a frenzy, get jacked out of my mind about Riman and talk to people all day long than it is to talk to one person a day. Talking to one person a day is hard. I don't even know how to do that. Like that one call would suck. Because you're not jacked. You understand what I'm saying? It's like eating one potato chip. Like, what are we doing? You guys know what I'm talking about? Like, it's easier to eat a bag of chips. You know what's hard is eating a slice of pizza. Oh my God. Or a bite. Can I have a bite of that? Who are the biters out there? Like, what are we doing? Let's just torture ourselves real quick. Yeah, you'll have a bite, but that's it. Like, okay, you want to feel terrible? So, you understand? You want to eat the whole pizza, okay? I mean, the whole pizza is a little crazy, but at least 2 or 3 slices, depending on, you know what I mean? How committed you are. So let me show you guys this. At least 3 legs of team leaders. At least. You don't want to have 3, okay? 100,000 in Opaline SP monthly maintenance, okay? And you can count 50,000 in SP from your first generation directors. So if you create a director, you can get 50,000. You can count 50,000 in their volume. 5 personal active monthly customers to receive pay, same as team leader. 11:59 is the last day of the month and the deadline for the promotion to become a what? Director. So everything from team leader hire is once a month. Okay, you guys ready for this? I'm gonna show you guys the cheat codes. So hope you guys got those notes. Hope you guys got those notes, because afterwards when we're done, you're gonna go back here to the table. You doing it again, Alan? Guys, don't put Alan in a position if you're on your team to give him like a wink and a nod and be like, dude, I didn't really write all my answers down. Because he's got character. He's going to tell you to get your butt out of here and go find the answers, okay? So here's what I'm telling you. 600,000, okay, volume. Very simple to do, okay? So you want to add, so it adds up. So in August, whatever was in February falls off. So then it goes March, April, May, June, July, August. Those would be your 6 months. Do you guys understand this? Remember, it's easier to do fast than it is to do slow. Trust me on this. It's easier to be a senior manager, senior director. We're talking about director right now, fast. Okay, you guys ready? Want to learn how to do it quick? This is the secret right here. If you fall in love with people and helping them win, you create 10 legs of team leaders. But really, 10 legs of directors is where you want to be. But this is a smart place too. You create 10 legs of team leaders. Guess what happens? This is how you become the #1 producer. Like some of you guys want to know, like, how do I become the #1 producer? Build 10 legs. It's super simple. What's the difference between 5 and 10? What's the difference between 3 and 10? The 6 inches between your ear. That's what it is. Like literally, whatever you're doing, if you multiplied it, it wouldn't be any different. It doesn't take more energy. That's the thing about it. Think about what I'm telling you. Let me ask you this. Today is March 12th, correct? Mm-hmm. Last year on March 12th, what'd you do? You don't remember. What'd you have for breakfast? You don't even remember what you did. Guess what? You're not going to remember what you did today. That's why I just go all out. Because I'm like, I'm not even going to remember next year anyways. The only thing that's going to change is my bank account. You know what I mean? It's like somebody's like, dude, you worked so hard. Yeah, but like next week I'll forget what I did. Do you guys get what I'm saying? You don't remember what you did last year. Only thing that changes is your bank account. That's why I just go crazy. I just talk to a lot of people all the time because I don't remember whether they say yes or they say no or whatever. I don't even remember talking to them. I'm not that smart. Like some of you guys are like, oh, I get really scared to talk to people. It's like, you're not even going to remember, dude. You're not going to remember what you did today. So might as well just do a bunch of stuff that's going to make you rich. So then whenever next year happens, then guess what? You have a lot more money. Tell me somebody's like, dude, that's just too dumb. Too simple. Like, no, it's totally awesome. Seriously. So this is 3 legs, is the requirements, never make your minimums or maximums. 10 legs the team leaders get you, is what is encouraged to become a #1 producer, okay? So let's talk about this. What are your rewards? Woo, I love this. You earn an infinity bonus, okay, of 2% override BP on your past your 6th level on your Opaline volume, okay? So remember how you get 5, 5, 3, 3, 3, 3? Well, what about the people down here? On 7 levels. Because if you go 5, 25, 125, 625, 3, 125, you got 15, 625 right there. Hello. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? This is where the big money's at. You get a 2% infinity past 6 levels, okay? You're gonna get a 1% override past your 6 levels on your first generation directors team BP, okay? You're gonna earn 5% matching bonus on your 4th generation of leaders and higher. You're gonna get 2 shares of the company 1% bonus pool. Woo! You're gonna qualify to attend, Jeju Island, like the retreat. And you can qualify for the director retreat. We're going to Dubai. That's what we're qualifying for this year. Woo! You don't want to be there last week. I was doing a call with these people in Dubai, these leaders, and they were literally like, we were on a Zoom, and they're like, dude, check this out. And they're like showing me like missiles and stuff going off. Bro, we had like the best defense. It's like fun to watch. I'm like, yeah, until it misses. They're blowing stuff up in the air there. But that stuff will be hopefully gone by then, okay? But anyways, 2% override past that past 6 levels. Now this is what I want to call your attention to. You guys, let me break down how the money works. This is what I show to networkers that makes them not sleep at night. Like, we have the most aggressive compensation plan the industry's ever seen. Team leader open line differential. Now 15% is the average. Remember, you get anywhere between 5 and 30. You guys understand that? But 15% is an average, okay? In my organization, at least. I don't know what everybody else's is, but mine is definitely 15. Okay, now your max pay on the differential is 12.75%. Because remember, 85% is paid out on that 15%. 85% of 15% is 12.7, right? 12.75. Now the remaining payout on the differential is what? How much is paid on the differential? 40%, right? So if 15% is paid out, there's another 25% that has to be paid out. Are you guys with me on this? If you're not with me on this, you're like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, bro. Don't worry about it, I do, okay? And it's powerful. Now you're gonna get, guess what? Your unilevel team leader and above, okay, this is the unilevel. Remember, national directors pick up an extra 1-1, senior directors pick up an extra 1-1, so it's 22 to 26%, okay? But just think about 22. That's what I don't show this other stuff to networkers because it's just too much to understand. Max pay on team leaders unilevel is 18.7%. Why? Because 85% of 22% is 18.7%. Are you guys with me on this? Okay, I don't understand math, but I understand how to take money from compensation plans and understand where every penny's at. Do you guys get that? Like, people are like, he's a math genius. Break this comp plan down. And I'll tell people exactly how much is paid out. And they're like, how did you do that? Because I know network marketing, but don't ask me how to multiply stuff, okay? I just use calculators. So what happens is global percentage is 1%. Directors and higher leadership pay is 7%. You guys with me on this? That's what directors and higher get paid. 2%, 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%, 7%. Now guess what? The match pay on directors and higher is 5.95. Why? Because 85% of 7% is 5.95. Retail bonus is 10%. So that's 117%. On the BP, starting on April 1st, it's going to be 70.44% payout. Go ahead and show me a company paying that much. You're not going to find one. You're not going to find a company. And if they are, they're not going to be in business. The only reason why we can do that is because we go, basically, you heard the chairman say it, seed to serum. We say farm to face. Do you understand? We grow our hero ingredients. When you're not paying for your hero ingredients, you can pay out that much money. So this is a hypothetical max out payout. If you do the numbers on it, that's the maximum that we could pay out. And you want to teach people how to get the maximum. Don't let anybody leave money on the table. If you have team leaders not picking up their unilevel, like, dude, you need to have a conversation with them. Because they're leaving 40% on the table payout. Like, that's silly. That's just being silly. And they're creating a terrible culture. So it's super simple. All we got to do is take action like never before. So let's talk about now this event. Fall of 2026. What in the world? Did I just hear like change? It felt like change just came out of there. Like somebody was just like, I don't know, maybe I'm hearing stuff. I'm tripping. Okay, here we go. So don't worry about it. MGM Grand, you guys all know the time, the address, okay, is $37.99. We're going to MGM Grand. August what? 7th, 8th, and 9th. So that's in your notes, 7th, 8th, and 9th, okay? Now this is what's exciting. Obviously, when people sign up, you want to get them their ticket. Please tell me I put the right, I don't think that's the right QR code, I'm sorry. That is my bad. I don't have the right one there. So don't even worry about that QR code. I'll get the right one next week. They gave me the right one and I forgot to put it in this PowerPoint, okay? I put it in my team training, but I didn't put it in this one, so my bad. I'll fix that. But anyways, just imagine the QR code was right. Here's what I'm going to tell you. You can go to your back office. Like when you log in, it says events. You can go do it there. But just understand this. Single tickets, $139. 10 ticket bundles, $9.99. What I'm going to tell you, this is so important. When a brand new person gets started, okay, brand new. What are we doing here? Is this one better? When the brand new person gets started, guess what you want to do? You want to get them registered, okay? Right away. If they register right away, you're going to win. Okay, Chris and I are going to be doing a director mindset training tomorrow. Anybody that wants to jump on can jump on that if you want. We're going to be talking about the mindset training at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. in Southeast Asia, okay, on March 14th. But that's what's going on, okay? That makes no sense to me. It's going to be Friday, but it's going to be Saturday for some of the people on the call. Okay, things aren't confusing? Things are confusing, okay? Next week, we're going to be talking about mastering pop-ups. The key is this week, as you get new people started in Riman, you want to get them to plug into the university system. You want to make sure that everybody, no matter what, does what? Graduates from the university. So back in the back, Alan's going to be looking at everybody's pages. Oh my God, we got to do a drawing. Whoa. Do we have the tickets? Pass them out quick. Holy smokes. I'm telling you right now, Travis, that clock ain't right, is it? No. I slowed down because I'm like, dude, I got a whole hour. Don't have a whole hour. I'll wrap it up like a burrito. I might even wrap it up like a taquito. If you know I'm wrapping it up like a taquito, that's quick. So we got the spinner. Let's grab the spinner, Tony. Grab the products. Let's go. Let's raffle off some stuff. What are we doing? I was about to go home with all this cream and look even better. Use it all. My wife's like, keep the lights on. I'm like, whoa, keep the lights on for kissy time? We haven't done that forever. Okay, grab one. Okay, we're going to be doing what, 4? Okay. Hey, you guys pick. The first 2 people that come up get a pick. So if you win first, pick whatever you want. It's going to be wide open picking. Oh my God, there's no freaking key. Are you kidding me? There was a key.
Right here.
Oh my God, that would have been like, all right guys, we'll tell you who wins later.
Extra, just in case it...
Okay, if somebody's name doesn't get called because we have extras, so don't worry. If a number's called and the person doesn't have it. We should have done this at the beginning, Julian, we're just getting started, okay? We're just getting started. All right, here we go, guys. We're going to do this fast. 789-609. We're looking for 789-609. Come on up. Who's that winner chicken dinner? You get up here quick. Pick your products. Pick your products. Pick one. Pick one, though. You're like, if there's 2 products on the ground, what do you pick? Pick both. All right, we got a winner chicken dinner. 689. Ooh, 689. 689. 689. 789. 689. Once. Twice. All right, here we go. Moving on. That might have been one of the extras. Oh, you got to get on up here, big dog. My guy, he's been here. He's got a kid here too. This guy is committed. Pick a product. Pick one.
Which one?
Boo Say Boo or the ice cream. Either one.
Which one? Okay.
Yeah, I said he's like, the retail value on that's higher. I already know how you think. You know I know. 789-667. 667. 789-667. 667. No, that's one of the cards. All right, here we go. 789-612. 612. 789-612. Here we go. We got one more. Come on up. Come on up. Winner chicken dinner. Okay, here we go. 789. Is that anybody? 632. 632. Do we have a 632 in the room? You did? Look at this guy, dude. Get on up here. Sitting in the front row taking notes like his pen is the last day to be able to create ink from it. Congratulations. Let's give him a round of applause. Give all the winners a round of applause. Don't worry, next week we're going to be giving out more cash and prizes. Hurry back. Get stamped. Get everything done because we're 11 minutes behind schedule. And next week, guess what? Jackpot City. Power of pop-ups. I'm going to teach you how to pop till you drop. I'm going to teach you how to pop till you drop. I'm getting fired up. Man, we're having fun. We're making it happen. We're getting everything dialed in right now more than ever before. The excitement level's reached an all-time high.